Hi guys, and welcome to another game of Let's Play Geoguessr. Apparently the scoring bug on timed games has been fixed now, so we're going to give it a try and see if that's actually true. We'll set a 2-minute time limit, and if you want to play along, as always, the challenge link is in the video description. Let's see the world. Okay, with 2-minute time limit. Now, a small restaurant in what looks like a fairly mountainous and sort of almost, well, sort of a plain, I guess. Sort of a fairly desolate, sort of polar tundra-like landscape, I would say. But from the signs, it looks as though we may be in a Spanish-speaking country. What does that say? El Derecho de Via... well, okay. I have no idea what that means because I am not very literate in foreign languages. What did that sign say there? If it could be unblurred, that would be great. Negro Mayo. Okay. So, which country would we say we are in? Often, it ends up being Brazil, but I don't know. This landscape to me looks more like it may be further. It doesn't look like a tropical landscape. I'm sure we're not in the tropics here. It's too dry. It's too sort of barren. I would say we are perhaps, okay, 23 seconds. We should hurry it up a bit. I would say we are perhaps somewhere further down in Chile or Argentina or somewhere than in Brazil. I think it feels like we're somewhere colder. So let's put a pin somewhere down there and hope. No, Peru. Okay, we're in Peru. So, not a good inference on our part there. 570 points because we were 2,000 miles away. I hope you did better at home. Let's try round 2. This is more like it. What a beautiful place. We could be in Norway here quite easily. What was the sign back there? Let's see. I can't read that at all. Oh, Sandvik. That sounds like a place that I should know. I'm relatively certain from the typography of the sign there that we are in Norway, and from the landscape, and from the number of red buildings. Sandvik. Oh no, that's right. Okay, a suburb of Bergen is called Sandviken, but that's not where we are, I don't think. Let's see if we can... This is it looks like a very narrow single track road even. Looking out at sea, are we looking at the ocean here? Are we looking at just across a strait or a fjord to other islands? Look at the mountains over there. That's remarkable. I'm going to put us somewhere up in North Norway, near Lofoten, I think, because these very spiky, very new mountains over there look very much to me like North Norway. So let's find this archipelago here. I think this archipelago is Lofoten, maybe. Let's see if I can find the Svalbard. That is Lofoten. So let's put us perhaps around here somewhere. Let's put us a little further out. Let's say we're like there or something. And let's see. Okay, well, I'm pretty happy with where we ended up there. 4,664 points. It was south of Bodø, and looking over to these islands and mountains on these islands over here. Yeah, pretty happy with 66 miles there. Now let's see round 3. We've got 5,000 points. Will we hit half? Possibly. Half is 12,500 points. We may hit it. Okay, big red building. Is that an is that an airport there? Or is that, did I just see, is that a runway? Or very red again. But it doesn't look very Norwegian. Or Scandinavian. Factory, just a big factory. Well, currently I have no idea where we are. But it is very flat. So if we were going to go Scandinavian at all, I would say we were in somewhere like Denmark. Okay, we got a sign coming up. No, is that a sign? Well, there's a sign there. Let's see. Can we get on this main road? Let's see. Okay, that is Polish, and there's a .pl URL just to provide a good confirmation of that. So where are we in Poland? What can we learn about Polish geography? We have here a junction coming up, but I don't see any place names on any of the signs. I guess because it's just going to these sort of like retail parks and things. 30 odd seconds. There is a sign up here that looks as though it may have a place name on it. Hey, where did it go? Well, there, but Piotrkow Tier something. Okay, we're not going to find it, are we? So let's put the pin in the center of Poland. 72 miles away. Okay, that worked pretty well. Looks as though we were around this, in the vicinity of this town or city called Radomsko. 4,636 points. That gives us a running total of 9,872 rounds to go. Okay, we are looking out over the sea, cliffs everywhere, and a large quarry. By the looks of things, where would we be here? Is this perhaps somewhere in Asia, maybe, or we could be in Europe. The vegetation looks to me like we are in a warm place. Let's see if we can follow this road down somewhere. I imagine this is going to lead us to a dead end, but hopefully we can see this sign here before we do, because that might give us something to go on. Porto Flavia. Okay. So is that Italian or Spanish? Okay, what does that small writing say there? Okay. Della Sardegna. Sardinia. Is that Sardinia then? Is this Sardinia? I've got a feeling this is Sardinia, or maybe that... No, this is Sardinia. Here we go. Sardegna. Right, okay, so... I don't think it's necessarily that we're going to get anywhere close to it, but if we're on the right island, we are pretty much automatically going to do that without any further inference on our part, and we only have 20 odd seconds. Parco Geominerario. So is that geo, like mineral? Is that to do with like a geological park? Hey, I have no idea. Let's just put the pin in the center of the island and make our guess there. 4,706 points. We should have been down on the southwest coast, but that's a good hit there. Another good round there, and 14,576 points. We're already over our halfway point. One round to go. Look at this place. There is a house on this bridge. It looks as though this must be a section of bridge that raises and falls, and this is the little cabin from which that is controlled or something. But where are we? Okay, low clearance. We're in an English-speaking country. I would suspect the United States, probably. What does that say? There's something Pacific Highway? To Pacific Highway. To Pacific Highway. So does that mean we're in California? I suspect the Pacific Highway is... There is a Pacific Coast Highway in California, which goes sort of the length of the state. Carlisle Street... what does this big green sign say? Here we go. Yes, Route 1, the Pacific Highway. That is in California. Maybe it goes further, however. than California. Maybe it goes up the coast into Oregon or somewhere. Let's try and find out. Ballina and Grafton are the places we're looking for. It looks as though that's the end of the Pacific Highway. It ends up here, just north, in the north of the state. So we're just looking for places called Ballina and Grafton. If we go quite as quickly as we can down here, hopefully Balinas, no, not Ballina we're looking for. We're not in San Francisco. We must be further south. Santa Cruz, Monterey. Okay, I'll just have to drop us somewhere around. Let's put us around San Luis Obispo. There. Well, that worked great for us, didn't it? 3 points. Route 1. Route 1, the Pacific Highway, turns out to mean 2 completely different things in 2 completely different countries. And I didn't even notice which side of the road traffic was on, because that would have clued me in that Route 1 in this case is Australia Route 1 and not US Route 1. Fantastic. Well, hopefully you saw the signs better than I did on that last round there. Kind of dropped the ball. 14,579 points, a bit of a miss in South America, and a huge miss there. A massive miss in Australia. Hope you did better than I did, especially in that last round. Post your scores in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week for another Let's Play Geoguessr.